Alright, what is going on YouTube? This is your boy PhD Kash Howard, coach of the New York Needle Kings, bringing you the Week 3 recap for the Worldwide Champions League Season 3. Now, unfortunately, CB Hope and the Range Line were unable to join me on the show, so I have been given permission to continue on the show on my own. AKA, this is now my show. This is the New York Needle Kings recap, featuring the other 15 coaches. Nah, I'm just playing. I'm not that mean. I'll give you guys some limelight. Now, one thing to note, you guys saw the Week 3 matches. Hopefully you guys were impressed with how everyone's been doing in the league. One thing to note, and I don't know if anyone did notice the fact that the Chesterfield Victinis and the Adelaide versus the Adelaide Absols was not posted on YouTube. The reasoning for that being is that we do not know where the replay is. The match, I believe, was done on Showdown, but neither coach has the replay score sheet master. The Range Slime also has no recollection of the replay ever even being posted. So after talking with both coaches did agree on what the results were, and it was a 3-0 victory for the Adelaide Absols versus the Chesterfield Bikinis. That gives the Adelaide Absols their first win of the league off camera. So with that said, the overall result for the week is what you see in front of you. I will be going through them as I am by myself, and we need a way to stall for time. So the Seattle Sharingan Superiors, coached by Lindomar, have moved up 3 spots and now are tied in first place with Sheetmaster Deranged Lime, aka Connor, and the coach of the Plymouth Porganzis. Both of these coaches are tied in first place with 3-0s apiece. Because of his match with Connor, co-owner of the league Liam, the coach of the London Lux Rays, moves down 2 spots and now is in 3rd place. Also picking up his first loss. But he is not alone, as Shane, aka Lord of Cole, continues on his dominating performance. And he is the coach of the Wilmington Crowbats. They're both now tied in 3rd place with a score of 2-1. Now, the Falls Furfro, coached by Napalm, also pick up a victory, move up, and are now 2-1 in 5th place. The Carolina Caracostas move down 5 spots. The Carolina Caracostas, I believe, the previous week were in first place as well. Yeah, because it was a three-way tie for first place between the Plymouth Porganzis, the London Lux Rays, and the Carolina Caracostas. Connor effectively pushed them both out, but now shares the spot with Lindo. Johnny now residing in 6th place with a score of 2-1. The Brooklyn Caesars moved down 2 slots as well, now in 7th place. We'll get to that in a second. The Atlanta Angel Slashes pick up their first win and move up 5 slots, which is pretty damn good considering they were in 13th place before. The Cape Girardeau Garderoers, who originally started as the number 1 on the rankings, are still steadily declining, now residing in 9th place. The Miami Manafees also pick up a loss last week and are now in 10th place. There is a 2-way tie between the Rochester Ride-Ons, coached by Big Pum, and myself, the coach of the New York Needle Kings, who has moved up 4 slots. You hear that? I'm no longer in last place, boys. I'm moving my way slowly to the top. As mentioned, Kurt does pick up his first win and does move up now 1-2. The Philadelphia Scythers, the Waterville Weaviles, and the Chesterfield Victinis all drop 4 slots each, but the Philadelphia Scythers and Waterville Weaviles are able to hang on in 14th place. The Chesterfield Victinis have yet to pick up a win and are now residing in 16th place. So now, Going back to the drop for the Brooklyn Caesars, which is connected to the win of the Rochester Red-Ons, while we don't have yet the accurate top 5 ranking for individual mons for the coaches, as Sheepmaster Deranged Slime has said last week, he will be working on that. So once we have that, I will be bringing that up again. Until then, you guys should just hang tight about not seeing a top 5 pokes. But if there was one thing that we could probably remember from week 3, is the fact that one mon was able to actually eliminate every other mon. So it now beats out Thunderous's display in week 1, where CB was able to, from the almost close to the clutch of defeat, reverse and beat the rest of the mons with Thunderous. I guess this time around it happened in reverse, as after losing 2 pokes, Hum was able to get a substitute Nasty Plot baton passed onto Azelf, and Azelf alone was able to knock out all 6 mons of the Brooklyn Caesars. It was a pretty good match. Probably the only time we have seen substitute actually done good than bad in the league. As I've said previously, baton passing. Substitute has not been working out well for any of these coaches. This is probably the first time it has actually done more good than bad. Specifically for Palm, who twice the substitute had been more of a hindrance than anything else. But moving on, we now have there are 2 changes that coaches have made. The Carolina Caracasas have decided to drop Darmanitan and Superior. Now, I don't remember seeing Darmanitan. Actually, no, he did. He did show up last week. I don't know if maybe that's the reason for Darmanitan's release from the Carolina Caracasas, as I believe it was his only showcase in the league so far. And Superior, who I know during the battle versus me, while Johnny did get a 6-0, Superior was not doing any type of work whatsoever. And last week also didn't do really much, so maybe those were the reasons for his drops. It could be probably he just wanted some different pokes, probably got some new strategies up his sleeve. Does drop both of those 2 pokes for Tangrowth and Talonflame. Tangrowth, a very good bulky physical wall, can attack either physically or specially, so which is better compared to Superior's just special prowess. And Talonflame, there's not really much we need to say about Talonflame that isn't already known. Talonflame, the master of the priority Brave Bird, able to actually just out prioritize things and just outright kill, or it can be annoying and just out prioritize Roost. But whatever the case may be, good selections there in that sense. Also, the Philadelphia Scythers are actually dropping 2 pokes apiece each. They are dropping Regice and Crocodile, and in their place picking up Vileplume and Gardevoir. Now, I have seen Regice make appearances for the for the Philadelphia Scythers, and hasn't been really putting his weight, which could be the reason why Bobby decided to swap. Kind of like before, Regice is a special wall and special attacker, so Vileplume may be bringing something else for Bobby. I'm not a Vileplume expert, so I wouldn't really know. I know it has some decent bulk, but as to what Bobby may be planning with it, I do not know. Now, he's also, like I said before, he's also dropping Krook and picking up Gardevoir. Crocodile, a very strong ground type, and now ground dark type, and now being released. Any one of these other coaches can pick him up and proceed to do work, but I believe that Bobby's team. Oh no! I thought at first Bobby's team was like a fairy type. I know Bobby does have access to Grand Bull, so maybe primarily needing a psychic type, perhaps. I'm not 100% familiar at the top of my head with the roster of the Philadelphia Scythers. I do believe they don't have a psychic type, and that could be the reason for the pick. I could be wrong. I will be double checking, of course, and of course I am wrong. They do have access to Jirachi, so who knows? What is Bobby's plan with Gardevoir? Maybe only time will tell. Maybe he did find something that could be utilized that we don't know about. So those are the only changes that we have for week 4 coming up. Now, we did mention this in the last recap video that there will be the match taking place between the Seattle Sharingan Superiors and the Waterville Weavils. Do keep in mind that if Lindo is able to get a 6-0 victory versus Nate and the Waterville Weavils, he will be getting Scolipede for his team, in the process trading over Gudra to Nate. I still can't believe that was actually even allowed. Most of the other coaches are kind of dumbfounded that it was allowed, but they both agreed on it. We can't really do a thing about it because it's not really breaking any rules, but don't be surprised if we have another new Lindo rule for the next season. So that is all we have for the week 3 recap. I apologize. As always, you already know, this is your boy PXG Kash Howard. Next time we'll probably have a longer recap video when there's actually another guest host for me to bicker with. Yes, I'm talking about you, TV. You know you want to bicker with me. You naughty, naughty man. So, what is in store for week 4? Who knows? Is Lindo actually going to be able to get a Scolipede for his team? I really hope not, as does everyone else, but it's probably going to be imminent. So, until next time, this is your boy PXG Kash Howard, coach of the New York Nido Kings, signing off.